Hello everyone, my name is Molly, and today we are here to discuss Cruel Reality by C.J. Whitley. This is not going to be a spoilery book talk. I decided I wanted to dip my toe in and try a spoiler-free review. I was sent this book for review and I enjoyed it. I mean, it's a little long, so it took me a little while to get through, but you know, there were certain parts that I just really enjoyed and really flew through. So I was very happy to have been sent this book for review, and I have a physical copy now, which is very exciting. We are going to discuss this book today, and like I said, there will be no spoilers, so feel free if you haven't read the book to stay throughout the entire video. The links to buy this book will be down in the description below, so if you're interested, go check it out, go buy it. I think it was a fun read, and I'll go more into detail later in the video specifically about who I think would enjoy this book. Right now I'm just going to give you a quick synopsis. This book, it's not really a dystopian, like it takes place now, in our world. I found it very interesting because it takes place in Britain instead of here, which is where most books take place. That was really exciting to read. Things are said differently, things are spelled differently. Basically what happens, we follow a group of British people who were all kidnapped from their homes, and the book opens up with them waking up on the hold of a ship, and they don't know where they're going, they don't know anybody that's with them, except some had been taken with like family and stuff, but like they don't really know anybody around them, and they don't know where they're going, and they don't know who took them, and there's just all these mysteries. They end up going to this tropical rainforest. They have to fight for survival. If you watched my wrap-up video, you heard me describe it, but I'm gonna say it again. I imagine it as a blend of the 100, the Maze Runner, and the Hunger Games. All of that just smushed together. All those ideas just taken, kind of like jammed all together. That's what this book would be. I mean, I love all those things, so of course I was excited when I saw those different elements in this book. I think if you are looking for an action-driven book, this is for you. Because even though there is a romance in it, it is not a strong romance. Romance does develop, but it's not the best relationship development. It felt kind of convenient, and it didn't really feel like they actually fell for each other. Like, it was what was expected. Everybody expects the two main characters to fall in love, and so I feel like it was kind of written in for that, as opposed to the chemistry just working and then them ending up together. This book is not romance driven in any way, shape, or form, but I don't think that necessarily hurts the book in any way, because I don't think this book was meant to have a strong romance. I don't think it's disappointing that it doesn't, because it's, like I said, it was an action-driven book. There was a lot of talk in this book also about the human race and like how we as humans get down to like our basic survival level and how that affects how we see the world and how we deal with people, and I found that very interesting. And I found it interesting that the main villain in this book was like, well, what would happen if we got everyone down to their core survival mode? Would that help the world in any way? And even though this was a twisted way to go about it, I found that a very interesting psychological viewpoint, and it kept me interested while I was reading. As for main characters, I was okay with the main character. Mike was a very strong leader, and so the people in this book really needed that. And so I think he fit very well into the world. There were certain times where I was like, this is just inhuman. Like, this person cannot survive all of this. No, that's not how this works. But that always happens in books, so it was okay. The main girl, Kay, I went back and forth on her. Like, I mean, I liked her because even though she was a teenager, she could kind of step back from being a teenager and been like, okay, you know, like, I know I'm feeling this way and I know that's normal, but that's not what we need right now. We need to focus on, you know, the fact that we're almost dead. And I found that I respected that in a lot of ways, because in a lot of books, girls and guys, you know, just teenagers in general can be really annoying, and they don't do anything and they just complain all the time, and I'm just like, stop! You're all dying! Like, don't worry about who likes you or what you're wearing or what you look like. Like, we don't have time for this. So I did respect Kay in that aspect that she did that. there was also times when she was just so stupid, and I was like, "Okay, stop it, stop!" In this book, it's not really a spoiler. A few different people get pregnant while in the camp. What are you thinking? Why would you get pregnant when you're fighting for your lives in what's basically the Hunger Games? Like, why? Why would you think that's a good idea and it's a good time to have a baby? No. No. Resist your urges. We don't have time for this. And then people would be like, oh, what were they thinking getting pregnant? And then a few chapters later, they'd be pregnant. I'd be like, what are you doing? I thought you learned. But, you know, it made the book feel real. I have to say my favorite chapters that we got were the ones from the outside world's perspective. I really liked that, and I really liked seeing what they thought was going on and what they knew about and like all this stuff. And so those were my favorite chapters personally, and they were few and far between. The main character, Mike, he starts practicing with a sword from the armory, right? And he picks it up and he's like this proficient swordsman. And I was just like, what? How the hell does he know how to use a sword? And then later on he's like, yeah, I picked it up from watching TV. I'm like, the amount of TV I watch, and like, if you gave me a weapon, I wouldn't know how to use it. Like, I mean, I might be able to figure out some moves, but like, he was perfect at it. And I was like, how? So yeah, all in all, I enjoyed this book, and like I said, if you're looking for an action-driven plot, I think you would like this. Push through the slow parts to get to the end. I think you'd enjoy the book, like, once it came to a close, because I did. Like, once I finished the book, I was like, okay, like, I was content with that. I'm happy that I read it. So let me know what you guys thought of my first spoiler-free review. If you're interested in this book, all the links will be down below to purchase it, and I hope you enjoyed this review. That's it for today's video, guys. I try to upload a video every week. If you like my videos, then subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!